On April 4, 2023, tech executive and co-founder of the mobile payment service provider CashApp, Bob Lee, he was attacked on the streets of San Francisco and he suffered a fatal knife wound that actually pierced his heart and lung, according to a newly released autopsy report provided by the city's medical examiner office. That's not all. This surprising autopsy uncovered through the toxicology report, which also came back a complete mess. Now, it suggested that Bob, he had cocaine, ketamine, and alcohol in his system at the time of the attack. Then there was how the doctors handled his emergency surgery. So what actually happened in the hours leading up to Bob's death, and who's to blame? Was someone out to get him because he's destroying the banking system? Probably. Anyway, stay tuned to find out more in this episode of Famous News. The man charged with the murder of Bob Lee is a former associate of his named Nima Momeni. And now, according to sources like CNN, Bob Lee and Nima's sister, they had some sort of intimate relationship going on behind people's backs. And when Nima found out about it, well, the guy, he was pissed. After a night spending hanging out with both Nima and his sister inside the woman's apartment building, security footage clocked Nima and Bob leaving the premises around 2 a.m. Now, other video footage that the police have since been able to acquire, reportedly shows these two men getting into a confrontation on a dark city street. And while it's practically impossible to see exactly what happened, the results are indisputable. Bob Lee was stabbed 3 separate times, once in the hip and twice in the chest. Now, one of those stab wounds directly penetrated Lee's heart, causing his death. Now, the murder weapon, it was found on the street nearby, and then came the autopsy results. But it's the details of the report that really paint a grim picture of Bob Lee's final hours. Now, apparently after being taken to the hospital, doctors, they tried frantically to save his life for about 4 hours. Now, during surgery, they attempted drastic actions to close wounds in Lee's heart and another in his lung by cutting open his chest and sealing his wounds with staples. But, it was to no avail. Now, Bob Lee, he died on the operating table at 6:49 a.m. that morning, and now Nima has been charged with murder and is scheduled to be arraigned in San Francisco courtroom in May of this month. And his lawyer revealed that, she requested a delay in the arraignment because the toxicology report, it would play a factor in the defense of her client. She told the gathered press. Bob Lee's system was like the Walgreens of recreational drugs. And will this surprising autopsy report ultimately play a role in the prosecution of Bob Lee's murder? We'll just have to wait and see. Do you think it was an inside job? Someone from the banking system was like, you know what, Nima, you didn't get paid enough, and he did hook up with your sister. Go get him. We'll make your sister and everyone else very rich. You, however, will go to jail if you're caught. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there for speculation. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. This has been Famous News. Be sure to follow us wherever you watch these videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Boom!